Somewhere downtown, on the 41st floor of a bank headquarters, an envelope is moving through the internal mail. Inside it, 3 pages from the banking regulator that are about to turn everyone's quarter upside down. I'm Sarah, and over the next 9 episodes, I'll tell you the true-to-life story of how one team turned a crisis into the best thing that ever happened to their bank. The company is fictional. The problems, you'll recognize them immediately. This story happens to take place in a bank. The playbook you'll watch works in any industry. This is episode 1. The letter. Meet Crescent National Bank. 41 branches, 1 million customers, a brand people trust with their salaries, their savings, their mortgages. And behind the marble lobby, processes that grew up in a hurry. Every form, every workaround, every "we've always done it this way," layered over 20 years like sediment. Nothing is broken enough to stop the machine. Everything is slow enough to hurt. If you've ever worked anywhere with more than 50 people, you know this place. Monday, 8:40 a.m., the letter lands. The regulator has audited the bank's KYC files. Know your customer, the identity records banks must keep current for every client. The findings: 40% of files are overdue for refresh. The deadline: 180 days to clear the backlog, or face escalating penalties and a public note on the bank's license. There's a number at the bottom of page 3 that nobody can stop staring at. The fine schedule. Per file. Per month. It has 7 digits. 9 a.m. Emergency meeting. Faisal Al-Amin, Chief Operating Officer, reads the letter out loud, twice. Margaret Osei, the group CFO, does the math live on the back of the agenda. At our current pace, we clear this backlog in 3 years. We have 6 months. And then the meeting does what meetings do. Everyone proposes hiring more people, and Margaret says the sentence that changes the story: there is no budget for more people. Fix the process, not the headcount. Which brings us to the person this story follows. Nadia Rahman, hired 3 weeks ago as head of process excellence. Day 22 on the job, and the COO walks into her office with a letter and a deadline. Her mandate, word for word: make this problem go away. And while you're at it, show us a way of working we can keep. Nadia has led improvement teams in telecom and logistics. She's never worked in a bank. She asks one question: can I see where the work actually happens? Remember that question. It's the whole method in 9 words. Because here's the thing. The KYC backlog isn't the bank's only fire. Corporate clients wait 18 days for credit facility approvals the bank promises in 5. 2 big accounts have already walked, and the branches run on heroics, queues, rework, overtime. 3 fires, 1 small team, 180 days. You cannot fix everything at once. Choosing what not to fix, that's not weakness. That's the first skill. How do you choose with evidence instead of politics? That's exactly where the platform enters this story. Nadia's plan is old, proven, and quietly radical. Don't guess. Follow the evidence, 1 phase at a time. Define the problem, measure the truth, find the causes, fix what's proven, and lock the gains so they survive. Lean and DMAIC. Run not in binders and scattered spreadsheets, but in one shared workspace where every number the team collects becomes evidence anyone can check. Over this season, you'll watch it all. Messy exports, missing data, stopwatch shadowing, hard trade-offs, 1 budget freeze, and a boardroom finale where the numbers speak for themselves. Tomorrow morning, Nadia does something that will feel almost anticlimactic for a crisis this size. She opens a browser and starts from an empty screen. No consultants, no war room, a blank workspace and 180 days. In the next episode, we build the whole thing from scratch. The workspace, the team, and the register of problems, and we make the first hard choice: which fire to fight first. Day 1 is tomorrow. See you there.